Hi, welcome back to the farm. My name's Roz, also known as Passion Flower, and you'll find me here each week talking about my farming and creative life. This week has been hot and humid. I really hate the humidity, it does horrible things for my hair. It has been sunny the past 2 days and really hot and humid. And before that, we're having in between days of storms and really wet, but still hot. Terrible. We're not living in the tropics. Can't deal with it. Hot heat, I'm okay with. Not the best, but okay with. But humidity, I just sit inside with the air conditioning on all day and just hide away from it all. So I haven't done a ton outside. I did get the sheep shorn. I had to reschedule because a couple of weeks ago I'd planned to get it done and I'd forgotten to put them in the shed the night before. So, of course, it rained the day that he was due to come and they were too wet to shear. There were supposed to be terrible storms yesterday when they were getting shorn, but it ended up being a totally fine day, even though all the way through I'm watching the forecast and it kept saying storms are coming, storms are coming. Nothing. Anyway, so I'd put them in to the shed the night before with Adam's help. We got some grain as a bit of a, coax them along, and easy enough to get all three of them in there. He then was able to drive the shearer, that is, drive his van right down inside the paddock and use his generator, hang the shears from the inside of the shed and shear them in there. And they seemed to be quite docile and well behaved for him, which was really great. Even Vito, who's never good for me. So that was really good. I have a little bit of their wool to show you. I've got big bags of it in here. This is what Hurley's looks like. You can see it almost feels like fiber fill. It's not very crimpy. It's just quite fluffy and fuzzy, and that's as long as his sort of staple is. And this is like from 12 months. But his smells much more sheepy and lanolin-y. And then this is an example of what Vito's looks like. Look how long his was, and look at how crimpy it is too. I'll see if you can get nice and close. So his fleece was really beautiful this year, and that again was from 12 months. So here's the difference in terms of the Hurley and Vito, and Evie's was very similar to this as well. So I think I really do need to do something with this fleece this year because it's really beautiful. Hopefully, I'm thinking that I'll probably try and take it to a small mill and get it processed because it's just a lot of work to wash and get it to a point where I can spin it myself. So, yeah, sheep are shorn, which is great. We did something quite fun on the farm last weekend. We created a hay snowman for our paddock as a Christmas decoration. So Adam went down and slashed an area by the fence, slightly elevated. So as you drive up the road, you can see it for a little bit higher up. We used a garbage can for his hat with some tinsel around it, and we used pot plant pots for his eyes and buttons, and for his mouth we used cones that we then painted black, and we used a witch's hat for his nose. And then some tinsel and some safety tape for a scarf around his neck. So it was lots of fun to put that all together, to figure out how we're going to make the face and do all of that, and then to transport that down to the paddock and set it all up. And as we're doing it, we're getting lots of beeps and waves and everything from people. So I think it's much appreciated and making people smile as they drive past. I'm finalising getting ready for the All About Fibre and Yarn Christmas market. And as this goes live, that was actually yesterday, Saturday, the 7th of December. So if I saw you there, hi, thanks for dropping by. And I hope you had a really great day. I will give a recap next week of how it all went and how the year's kind of finished up. And if I've got any Christmas yarn left after that market, I might be placing that up on my website as well. So I'll let you know. So in preparation, I've been having fun getting out a few Christmas decorations and playing around with how my display and my table is going to be. I always do enjoy that. I do have to do some labeling and some winding of some mini skeins after I've finished here. But otherwise, I'm all packed and ready. Everything is by the door in preparation for packing the car on Friday night so that I am ready to go early Saturday morning. I'm actually recording much earlier this week because I know I'm going to be busy on Friday preparing and packing the car for the market, and that's the day that I would normally record. Sometimes I even record on Saturday, so I'm definitely not going to be able to do that because I have the market this weekend. So I don't have a huge amount of knitting progress to share. I also haven't been doing a lot of knitting this week. I think partly because it has been so humid, which is not nice for knitting. Um, and I was in such a rush to get over here to record that I didn't even bring over my knitting with me. So I'm going to pop in a few photos of where things are at. I've been working on the beanie that was using the leftovers from the giant socks I was making for my nephew. It is the sock head hat, and I am at the crown decreases now. So I'm almost finished with that one. And I've just started on the second leftover ball. I didn't quite have enough to make it out of just half of what I had left, but that's fine. I haven't yet done the tubular bind off on the Little Love cardigan, partly because I want to try it on one last time before I decide on the sleeve length, and it's just been too warm to put it on. So that's just sitting in a bag and will happen soonish, I guess, whenever I get around to it. And I have done a little bit more on the Tolster tee. I'm still in the raglan increases, loving how the colour's turning out in the Toil and Trouble yarn in the Queen of Cups colorway. Love it so much. So once I've finished the beanie, I'll probably focus more on that one. But I probably will also cast on another sock so that I have something small to work on as well. So I don't have to focus necessarily on a big project like a jumper. Well, that's it for another week. Thanks for spending some time with me. If you're enjoying these videos, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I look forward to seeing you next week on the farm. Bye.